Hello and welcome to another Magic the Gathering video. So today saw the release of the next of the line of dual decks, which come out every 6 months. This is a Planeswalker themed dual deck, Nissa versus Nixilis. So let's just go and have a look on the back here. So a life or death struggle for the soul of a plane. Planeswalker Nissa Revane gathers her forces to protect Zendikar from annihilation. Drawing on the power of the land itself, she summons mighty elementals to overwhelm her foes. Trapped on Zendikar for centuries, the demon Nixilis will do anything to reignite his Planeswalker spark and escape. He summons terrifying demons and wields dark destructive powers to lay his enemies to waste. The stakes are high as Nissa and Nixilis fight to control the power of the Carney Heart. Who will prevail? So we get two 60-card decks in here, 10 tokens, 2 deck boxes, a strategy insert, magic rules reference card, and 2 spin down life counters. These also, the lead cards are foils, and the deck also contains new artwork. So the foils themselves have new artwork, and there are 4 additional cards in here with new artwork. So I think in terms of, talking about actual sealed product like this, pre-cons, this is definitely my favourite pre-con concept. You get 2 decks with a high degree of variance because they tend not to contain too many multiple copies of things, so in each game you play there's always subtle differences. You also get a number of cards from throughout Magic's history, which if you're interested in older sets, is always a nice thing. You can see here these obviously decks are too small, or these deck boxes are too small to fit cards once they've been sleeved up. So if you can just see there's the dual decks have like a logo rather like a set has a logo. You can see the artwork for the dual 2 decks here. I believe these are basically a mono black and a mono green deck. Wizards for a long time now have also been simplifying this have simplified this insert, so we now get this little quick reference guide which basically just gives you the overview of how to play Magic. So I'm just going to open up the guide for the deck itself. See if we can get part of this on camera. I just wanted people to get a good idea of where the various cards are coming from, like what sets they're pulling from. So we've got Oath of the Gatewatch, Battle of Zendikar, Shards of Alara, Future Sight Zendikar, Plane of Chaos, Ravnica, Original Ravnica, Morningtide, Lorwyn, 9th edition Core Set, Exodus, Lorwyn, Oath of the Gatewatch, Rise of the Eldrazi, Invasion, 2014 Core Set, Battle of the Zendikar, Lorwyn, Morningtide, Urza's Legacy, that's where Crop Rotation is from, Oath of the Gatewatch, Time Spiral, Weatherlight, Battle for Zendikar, Kanza Tarkir, Saviors of Kamigawa, 10th edition Core Set, Stroke, Urza's Saga, Battle for Zendikar, World Wake, Lorwyn, and another 10th edition sort of Urza's Legacy. We've got new artwork for Nissa and Wood Elves and Crop Rotation. Cool. So you can see a real wide selection of sets there. Let's look at Nixilis. So Battle for Zendikar, Magic Origins, 9th edition Stroke Stronghold, Scars, Zendikar, Rise of Eldrazi again, Journey into Nyx, Magic 2015, Origins again, Avacyn Restored, Rise of the Eldrazi, Zendikar again. So a lot of Zendikar World Wake sets. Here's Odyssey there, Innocent Blood. Time Spiral, 8th edition, more Time Spiral, and some Shadow Morph for Leech Ridden Swamp. Just looking down again, obviously Nixilis is alternate art, and Doomblade. Very interesting to see what the art is for Doomblade, and Ambition's Cost is also alternate art there. Okay. So let's crack these open and look at some of the cards in here. So before we do that, I'll show you the die that come with this. So this is a green one with like a mottling of blue, and that has the Magic the Gathering symbol on it. It's interesting they didn't put the set symbol on these, or the dual deck symbol. And this one is a black one with white mottling. Okay. As you can see from the reflection here, these are foil. Okay, let's open this pack up. And then we'll go through these. Okay, so first up we have Nissa, Voice of Zendikar, 1 and 2 green for 3 loyalty Planeswalker Nissa. The +1 is put a 0/1 green plant creature token onto the battlefield. The -2 is put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. And the -7, so the ultimate is you gain X life and draw X cards, where X is the number of lands you control. Abundance, another rare in this deck. So Abundance, 2 and 2 green, it's an enchantment. If you draw a card, you may instead choose land or non-land and reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a card of the chosen kind. Put that card into your hand and put all other cards revealed this way on the bottom of your library in any order. You can see there's that sort of slightly older looking artwork there, and it's always interesting to see that, you know, old school artwork in the newer frames, I think. Cloud Thresher, 2 generic, should I say, and 4 green. Creature elemental with flash, reach, and when Cloud Thresher enters the battlefield, it deals 2 damage to each creature with flying in each player. You can also evoke it for 2 and 2 green. You may cast this spell for its evoke cost. If you do, sacrifice when it enters the battlefield. So you get that way, you just get the spell effect. And it's a 7/7. Oran Reef Hydra, another rare. 4 colourless, 2 green, 5/5 creature Hydra with trample and landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on Oran Reef Hydra. If that land is a forest, put 2 +1/+1 counters on Oran Reef Hydra instead. Thicket Elemental, 3 and 2 green for 4/4 creature elemental. Kicker for 1 and a green, so you may pay an additional 1 green as you cast this spell. It's just single kicker, so you can only use that once. When Thicket Elemental enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, you may reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a creature card. If you do, put that card onto the battlefield and shuffle all other cards revealed this way into your library. Mosswarp Bridge is a rare land in this deck. So it has Hideaway. This land enters the battlefield tapped. When it does, look at the top 4 cards of your library, exile 1 face down, then put the rest on the bottom of your library. Tap, add green to your mana pool, and for green in a tap, you may play the exiled card without paying its mana cost if creatures you control have total power 10 or greater. Scythe Leopard is in here, and there's a couple of those. We've got Elvish Visionary in the deck. 2 of those. Oran Reef Invoker. Thorn-Wheeled Archer. Nissa's Chosen. Chitinal Wood Readers, I think that is. Chitinal Wood Readers. Civic Wayfinder. Fertilid. Gilt-Leaf Seer. 2 of those. Got Wood Elves in here. Briarhorn. A couple of those. Saddleback Lagak. Jedi Lifestrider. A couple of those. Woodborn Behemoth. 2 of those as well. Oak Gnarl Warrior. Walker of the Grove. Crop Rotations. This is one of the ones that I mentioned had different artwork. Vines of the Recluse. 2 of those. Gaia's Blessing. Natural Connection. Seek the Horizon. You can see there's an awful lot of card draw spells in here, or land, sorry. Land wrapping basically is going to help trigger those landfalls. Fertile Thickets in here. And there's 2 of those. Carney Garden, which will generate 0/1 green plant token when it comes into play. There's 2 of those. So we've got a lot of non-basic lands in this deck. Treetop Village. And now we move on to our basic lands. So I just flick through these so you can see the artwork here. Like some of this is cool. Some of this is Zendikar artwork. Some of it looks like core set artwork as well. And you can see here's our tokens. So we've got some plant tokens because that's obviously what this deck generates, and there's quite a few of those. These look like these are just single-sided tokens. There's an elemental token in here as well. I know with some, when they put tokens in some decks, you sort of get some double-sided ones sometimes. So let's move on to the Nixilis deck. So this one is mono black. Again, you can see it's in foil there. So Nixilis reignited, 3 and 2 black for a 5 Loyalty Planeswalker Nixilis. +1, you draw a card and you lose 1 life. -3, destroy target creature. And -8, the ultimate. Target opponent gets an emblem with whenever a player draws a card, you lose 2 life. So we'll see if we get an emblem for that in here. Desecration Demons in this deck. 2 and 2 black. 6/6 creature demon with flying. At the beginning of each combat, any opponent may sacrifice a creature. If a player does, tap Desecration Demon and put a +1/+1 counter on it. Despoiler of Souls. 2 black. 3/1 creature horror. Despoiler of Souls can't block. 2 black, exile 2 other creature cards from your graveyard. Return Despoiler of Souls from your graveyard to the battlefield. Indulgent Tormentor. 3 and 2 black, 5/3 creature demon with flying. At the beginning of your upkeep, draw a card unless target opponent sacrifices a creature or pays 3 life. Pestilence Demon. 5 and 3 black for a 7/6 creature demon with flying and single black. Pestilence Demon deals 1 damage to each creature and each player. Priest of the Bloodrite. 3 and 2 black, 2/2 creature human cleric. When Priest of the Bloodrite enters the battlefield, put a 5/5 black demon creature token with flying onto the battlefield. At the beginning of your upkeep, you lose 2 life. Carrier Thrall is in here. And there's a couple of those. Fetid Imp. 2 of those. Foul Imp. Single one of those. Blister Grub. So 2 Blister Grubs. Giant Scorpion. Cadaver Imp. Balaged Scorpion. Squelching Leeches. Renegade Demon. Disfigure is in here. Innocent Blood. Maya's Toll. Quest for the Grave, your Lord. There's 2 of those. Altar's Reap. Here's the Doomblaze with the new artwork. So you can see that. And there's 2 of those. Grim Discovery. A couple of those. Shadows of the Past. Smallpox is in this deck. 2 of those. Unhallowed Pact. Hideous End. Ambition's Cost. Tendrils of Corruption. Demon's Grasp. And now we're moving on to our land base. I think it's pretty simple in this particular deck. So we've got Leech Ridden Swamp, and there's a couple of those. And then all the rest are basic lands. So again, I'm just going to flick through this. You can see here we've got Zendikar artwork. I think again there's about, what, 4 different types of artwork here maybe? 2. Might be a 5th. And these are our tokens. So we've got Eldrazi Scion that's generated in the deck. It's going to help with our mana. And again, these are just single-sided. There's 2 of those. A Demon token. Remember, there was a card that generated a 5/5 Black Demon. Zombie Giant. And this is our emblem for Nixilis. Whenever a player draws a card, you lose 2 life. So there you have the 2 decks. As I pointed out at the sort of top of the video, one of the interesting things with these decks, which is is good if you enjoy variance, and you saw here, is that basically there's only 1 odds and 2 odds in the deck. So that means that consecutive games can be quite different. And there we have it, the Nissa versus Nixilis dual deck. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.